Our first speaker this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is Adam Tindall Schlicht, the 11th Administrator of the Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway Development Corporation, appointed by Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. He oversees the US portion of the St. Lawrence Seaway. Prior to his appointment, Adam was Director of the Port of Milwaukee, as many of you know. Native of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, he has a bachelor's degree in political science and a master's degree in public administration. He has worked and volunteered abroad extensively, and we're very grateful to have someone of Adam's seniority to join us and share his thoughts on the industry. Adam, over to you.
It's my honor to bring greetings for President Biden, Vice President Harris, and Transport Secretary Pete Buttigieg. I wanted to bring our thanks to all members of the Chicago Propeller Club, folks like Ben, Chris, Eric, and countless others, all of the sponsors that were just named. It is so inspiring to see, after 15 years, this club come back to life here in Chicago. It is so important for the health and vibrancy of the maritime economy on the Great Lakes to see a place like Chicago connecting to its maritime community, and we are so grateful and so thankful for that moment that all of you in the Propeller Club are bringing together. When I think about this club and other clubs, certainly the future of the Great Lakes is about collective partnership. It is about collaboration. It's about sharing. Clubs like this are those forums for that interchange, and we're so grateful and thankful for what all of you are bringing to this table, no matter where in the maritime world you're coming from. What does the future of the Great Lakes look like? And one of the things that I wanted to submit to all of you, when you're doing this work, when you're collaborating, when you're in your day-to-day jobs, please do look at and consider the necessary approach for stewardship. It's part of our mission to take care of the freshwater resource that is the Great Lakes. The work that we're doing increasingly needs to focus on equity and inclusion, making sure that vital voices throughout the maritime economy are included in the conversation around utilization of the Great Lake. And certainly community engagement. Propeller clubs are one of the great forums for community engagement to occur on a day-to-day basis, and I just want to thank all of you for continuing to bring new and vital voices into the maritime economy here in Chicago and certainly throughout the Great Lakes. I would be remiss not to acknowledge the importance of the bipartisan infrastructure law and the work that we're doing at DOT to bring forward resilient, modern, contemporary infrastructure to Great Lakes Port, and indeed ports and other transportation infrastructure throughout the country. And part of the great privilege that I have on behalf of the President and the Transport Secretary is to represent all of you and to tell your story in D.C. and to tell your story on the world stage about how the bipartisan infrastructure law, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the CHIPS Act is creating new opportunities and new momentum to realize the full capacity of the Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway system and her U.S. and Canadian Great Lakes ports. And every single one of you are a part of that journey, are a part of that mission, and I am so thankful for your passion, for your purpose, for your time, and the work that you do every single day. Thank you. Let me say this, I know there's a couple other speakers. I would be remiss in this time of celebration not to acknowledge an incredibly important partner that has shaped the past, present, and future of the maritime economy on the Great Lakes. You're going to hear more about him in the days ahead. Mr. Steve Fisher, Executive Director of the American Great Lakes Ports Association. Steve, for all the ways that I can be verbose, you are subtle. And I so appreciate the way that you do your job with care, concern for every person in this room, for every person that depends on the Great Lakes maritime economy, countless that will never know your name, and the indelible impact that you've had on America's Great Lakes ports. Thank you for bringing us together, and thank you for all that you do. We honor you, my friend. So the club, what are we going to do? My final ask of all of you is use your voice, use your partnership, use your collective excellence to bring our industry, to bring the Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway region to her next great chapter. We can only do that when we are leveraging every single voice at this table. And that table must include and shall include people that we don't even know are at this table. And I'm so excited to see what the Chicago Propeller Club in our next chapter is going to do as this membership grows, as we seek new opportunities to bring people of color and queer people and women and all of these people that haven't been part of the maritime experience, that haven't been part of our community, because they are the future and they are going to take us to our next great chapter as we realize the full capacity of Chicago's maritime economy and the Great Lakes overall. Thank you all and have an amazing night. Thank you very much. Thank you.